Hey my dudes, welcome to my apartment bakery. Wednesday is prep day, and I got new containers! Last week I was complaining about not having enough bowls to scale everything out, so my new employees said, well, let's fix that, and went right out and bought some new containers. We love a man with initiative. He's just so great. Maybe I should marry him? First things first, I scaled out 3 rounds of bundo. This week I've sold 75 boxes. I felt like that was a good middle ground between the 100 boxes I sold last week and the 45 boxes I used to sell when I had a full-time job. I think 45 would be too few now. I do have time and energy to do more, but trying to do between 90 and 100 was just like killer. It was too much. And the whole point of this 1 day a week bakery thing is to like have fun and connect with people. I do not want to burn out again. That sucked. The recovery took absolutely forever, and I just don't want to go through that again. So 75 boxes it is. Then I lidded and labeled and put away all the boxes on the speed rack, then scaled out the yeast and milk and lidded, labeled, and put all of that away. This week on the menu are pumpkin buns with actual pumpkin in them. I don't have any more pumpkin puree at home. I usually take several cans back with me each time I visit the States, but since I don't have any, I have to make my own. I think homemade pumpkin puree is not as reliable as like Libby's, but you do what you gotta do. I stuck the pumpkins in the oven with no oil or salt or anything, just totally plain, then went back to scaling. I needed the same amount of dough for the pumpkin buns as the cardamom buns, which was the first 3 rounds I scaled out. They are in fact the same dough, but the pumpkin ones have pumpkin puree instead of some of the milk and less cardamom, but also cinnamon in the dough. And then the filling is like pumpkin spice. You guys are gonna see. I am really excited about these. So I did pretty much the same thing for these boxes as I did for the first ones, and then I scaled out for the filling all the butter and sugar and then spices to make my very own pumpkin spice mix. Boxes got lidded and labeled and put on the speed rack. The pumpkins came out of the oven and needed to cool, so I scaled out all the dries for this week's mini cakes. They got lidded, labeled, and put away, and it was folding boxes time. I have decided to gaslight myself into liking boring tasks. Every time I do something I normally think is boring, I try to be like, yay, I get to do these things, and it gives my brain a break, and I can just zone out and be. And honestly, it's been working. You guys should try it sometime. After the boxes, the pumpkin was cool, so I scooped the flesh from the skin. I used a Hokkaido and a butternut. Now, this is a controversy last year that I landed in. Do you think a butternut is just a winter squash, or is it a type of pumpkin? Are all winter squashes pumpkin? Because all pumpkins are winter squash. Let me know in the comments. Okay, anyways, I mashed them up, I scaled it out, and I put that away. And that was that. See you tomorrow. Heidua.